Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, was rated E10+ by the ESRB and contains fantasy violence and mild suggestive themes. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that swamp exists.
Yeah, that's about the size of it. Hello everyone! My name's Amaronith and I play games for the internet, and today we're playing not Dragon Age. Whoo! Haven't made that mistake in a bit. We're playing Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy.
Hi, Mel's here too.
Yes. Thank you for being here, Mel. Oh, God.
Can you tell we were laughing about something before we started recording?
We laugh about a lot of things before we start recording. What?
Yeah.
What in tarnation? Alright. I had a bit of a problem last time I was here. In the recording we don't talk about, except that we talk about it all the time.
What recording?
Exactly.
Get your Mario on.
Hell yeah.
That really is like the Fire Flower eco.
Mm-hmm.
Only it has homing.
Yes. Gosh. Okay. So much yellow eco back there.
Oh god, we have to do the rats game in this place.
Yep. Ow, fuck.
That looked painful.
It was. Extremely.
Hey, you hit the broadside of a barn.
Yes. Listen. It's me. There was a chance that I could miss.
I mean, yeah, that would be the same for me, honestly. You need Luico to get those without, pain. Because you need to vacuum them in.
Yep. If they behave. Oh, hello, sir.
I hear the sound of you breeding a bean.
Yes. Dr. Holly Theodore Bean, PhD in robotics. Hi. Really? Is that so? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. The pillow is ready. I have prepared your seat, sire. Oh. Come on, buddy. I'm recording. You can't keep doing this.
Yes, he can. He's a cat.
Of course.
You know how cats are. They can occasionally be little assholes.
Little?
I mean, Harley's not that big.
It's true. There are bigger cats in the house.
Yeah, he's not like a Maine Coon.
Yeah. Ow.
You're doing a lot better at punching those before they hurt you too much.
You know, I feel like you've cursed me.
Cursing you's fun. Friendship. This is the shape of friendship.
That's true. This is the shape of friendship.
Did you see that? Only 3 more tethers to go.
Whoop.
Hey.
You know what? I'm just gonna keep referencing the previous, recording. I say we. Here we go. I completely forgot to go over here. And
Right.
And so I was like, wait, I should have all of the power cells for this place. And why am I missing a tether? What's going on? Why am I missing orbs?
I hope you appreciate that I'm still managing to consistently call them orbs, by the way.
I am.
It's very hard. Because they still look like chocolate Easter eggs to me.
They do.
Like the ones wrapped in foil.
Yeah. Why is it so hard? There we go.
Got it.
Right? They're all gone. Okay. Ugh. And now I never have to come back here again.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's this way?
Spikes.
Clearly.
I think the blue eco is genuinely some of my favorite.
The blue eco is the most useful, I'll say, out of all of them. Fuck you!
Can't blame this on me, I only commented about the frogs.
No, not you. What is... You see that, right? It keeps shooting behind us?
Yeah.
'Cause the frog. The frog's on the other side of the wall.
And it probably aims for closest enemy.
Mm-hmm. Ow!
That will never not be funny to me. Also, what was even in there?
Nothing. I think it was just a demonstration of, hey, these are things that are gonna show up later in the episode, in the level.
And I mean, that is later in the episode.
Yes. God damn.
Like, it is technically correct.
It is.
Which, as we all know, is the best kind of correct. At least when everyone's in on the joke.
Yes. What?
Like, it is not universally the best kind of correct, but when everyone's just kind of in on it and being silly, it is absolutely the best kind.
Yes. But you saw that, right? How Jack was like, I'm just gonna not grab that.
Yeah. At least we saw the cutscene describing this problem this time, by the way, with the balloon.
Only
That's-
2 more tethers.
That's right, we did. The
We didn't
cutscene
see
that
it
I've
in the last
never seen
playthrough.
before. I've never seen that cutscene before in my life.
And you've played this game way more than I have, and
I have. But it's part of it is that I just literally never went back.
It feels
Look.
like in a way you kind of get into a flow state.
Right. Like, I get in a... Yeah, I get in a flow, and, like... I don't think, oh yeah, Samus wanted to talk to me about something.
Besides,
I'm
why would
like...
you want to go talk to an asshole?
Exactly. Oh.
God, those little bat things.
Yeah.
So I'm slowly working my way through Elden Ring, and there's these dragonfly enemies that are like really fast.
Ugh. Yeah.
And the character I'm mostly using fights with a great sword, or an ultra great sword even, which are very slow.
Oh no. I'm going the wrong way.
It makes hitting those things special.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what's this way?
And yeah, like, there is that was where you got the orbs.
Right. This level is nothing but loops upon itself.
And it doesn't even have the awesome Animorphs music.
Nope. Right, it wants you to have the shooting thing. Ow, Harley, ow, Harley, ow. Ugh, hang on.
Okay.
Frasm. Sorry, you guys are gonna have to deal with this. Okay. There we go, buddy. Sadly, I don't have cat cam for the episode. Otherwise,
yeah.
If you guys want cat cam, come to my streams.
Look out, Jack! It's an ambush!
Fucking.
Oh, good. Oh god, I remember this ambush too.
Ugh.
Like, you know what the most frustrating part is about getting, like, the, the ecos for, for shooting things and stuff? That it kind of makes you leap up in the air when you get it and steals your control.
Yep. And also the camera control in this game is
not good.
I don't like that it's not controlled with the triggers. Not the triggers, the bumpers.
It's controlled by the right stick, right?
Yeah.
And, like, what's funny is I actually, in general, prefer right stick controls.
But not when I also need to use that same thumb for twist and shout. Not when I need to use that same thumb for attacking.
Yeah.
Ow, fuckers.
But yeah, like, one thing I am not a fan of is when games do things that steal your control away from you, especially when you're in the middle of something.
Yeah, like, if it's an aspect of the level design where it's like, oh, don't touch this or this happens.
Touch Fuzzy, get dizzy.
Yeah.
Let's find the last tether.
Yeah, that's very different in my mind, not gonna lie. Like, yeah, if it's an aspect of the level design and there's, like, telegraphing and stuff, that's fine.
But all,
Still not my favorite thing, but fine.
yeah, all eco is, it's like, 'cause it also happens with, blue eco.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hello, baby.
There's the flat flat.
Oh, look at this little girl.
Uh-huh. We are good parents.
I mean, not your mom.
God, do you remember dinosaurs?
Oh my god. My neighbor was an only child in a 2-income household. Fuck you. And she had one of those little, not the mama, the baby dolls. My god.
I feel like I just unlocked a core memory in a way. Or at least a very old one.
Very old one that I'm amazed I even still remember. Because my memory is pretty notoriously bad.
I'm just really bad at remembering days, honestly.
Shoot those rat nests to stop the rats from coming out.
Oh, we have to shoot. Right. I can't destroy them. And she doesn't have a... Never mind, she does. Game? Hello?
I'm here.
No, no,
Just
no.
watching.
Was yelling at the game.
Okay.
Nope.
Don't like it.
Don't like that. But yeah, my memory is real bad. It stems from a whole slew of reasons, mostly paired with ADHD and a variety of other mental illnesses.
Yeah. Like, oh my god. Like, the ADHD is kind of real. Like,
Good work. Aren't you guys happy you saved our little flut friend? She may come in handy again sometime. Now, go back to the transpad, and I'll bring her home.
I've been struggling right now with hyperfixation. And, like, I have one thing I want to do, but I promised it would still be open for another week.
Oh no. Oh, yeah. Fuck.
What
You
I
know
really
what?
should be doing is some, like, test running and getting base, skill sets down, honestly.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's always stuff to be doing involving your hyperfixation.
Yeah, and the only reason I'm not saying exactly what it is, even though
Is because we don't know when this is going up.
Right.
I mean, I know. Sort of. Technically, this was supposed to be going up, what am I doing? This is...
Sucking at it.
Thanks.
You asked what you were doing.
I mean, yes. That didn't mean I wanted to know.
You didn't want the mathematician's answer?
Yes.
Anyway.
Right. What was I saying? Fuck.
You know, this was supposed to go up.
This was supposed to go up after a different game. And I've been having so much technical issues with that first game that this just, with all of the technical issues that we've had with this game, still less.
At least we actually figured out how to, like, cut those technical issues out.
Yes. Hey, buddy.
Howdy, friends. Enjoying my beautiful swamp? I own these here parts. Everything that doesn't sink into the mud, that is.
Oh my gosh, he doesn't have toenails either.
I bet you your bathtub sank
Nope.
in the mud long ago.
What's a bathtub? Anyway, I got bigger problems now. Seems some nasty lurker varmints are grousing about, snatching everything they can get their grubby little paws on, and scaring away my pet hip hog, Farthy. He's been missing for nigh on to a coon's age. I've been putting out his favorite snack. Those ornery swamp rats keep stealing them. If you could keep those pesky critters away long enough, I just know Farthy will smell them vitals and come back. Will you help me out?
Do we really want to play?
No. Are we going to? Yes.
Good. Those rats will be back any time. Shoot all them rats. Keep them from eating at least one of them snacks. Get him!
And this is something, because you were the one who mentioned this before, like, how he's like, you know, and like, this just, linguistics is interesting.
Yes.
Because what he says is, you know, keep them from eating at least one of the snacks.
Right.
So, one perfectly valid way to interpret this is, so long as one snack survives, you're okay. But, you said basically if they get one of them.
Yeah, if they eat at least one, then that's it.
And I'm actually trying to figure out how that's valid linguistically.
Try to keep them from eating at least one of these snacks.
Okay, yeah, no, I see how it is linguistically valid. When it really, they really should have phrased it as try to keep them from eating any of these snacks.
Yeah, but they were also trying to make it work within the not accent. The
Stereotype?
yes. Fuck you!
But linguistics are fascinating for the reason that, like, so many things can mean many things.
Yes. English is the worst.
English is just three languages in a trench coat that beats up other languages in alleys for spare grammar.
Yeah.
I remember that from when I used to be on Tumblr.
Yep.
Before I did the fantastic thing for my mental health and just deleted social media except YouTube.
I mean, to be fair,
YouTube has videos.
I was gonna say, to be fair, YouTube's not good for a lot of other people either.
Yeah, but unfortunately, at the moment, there's no real viable option.
But also, as my opinion on social media is that you, to an extent, control what you see.
Yeah. Fuck you. You control your media experience.
Yes.
There have been times where I hit a point in a game, I just go, no, and never come back.
Yeah. But, like, see, the worst part is, I did this all in one go last time.
Yeah. But you also struggled a lot with the fishing game last time, and you got it first try this time.
Did I?
Yeah.
Fuck. Either you're really good at the jungle or you're really good at the swamp. You cannot be both. So my poor housemate. I need to try not to yell.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, like, yeah, to a certain extent, you control your media experiences.
Yes.
And the other thing is, you're never going to make it so, like... Watch out! Grumble, grumble. Stupid rat!
Yeah. Heavy sigh.
But yeah, basically everyone has their own threshold for I can tolerate this.
Yep.
I've noticed though that like I respond better to jackassery when it's not just constantly shoved in my face and I have to constantly keep pruning it out.
That's fair.
Like, that's sort of the summation of it, and that's part of why I just got rid of social media. Also because I was reading about how a lot of it's built on triggering your dopamine.
Yep.
Like, you know, drugs.
Yep.
And I kind of went, don't like that.
Really don't like that.
And, like, it's this double-edged sword, really, because it gives you, like, communication with so much more communication, and that's both a good and bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's, like, so many people who have found communities that they wouldn't have had.
You and I have
Would
been...
never have met.
Yeah.
Fry my hide!
Hey!
You sure had to shoot. Thanks a heap for the help.
Woo! What is going on with your mic?
My mic?
Yeah, you were hungry. Yeah, I'm getting a weird feedback from it.
That's really weird. What kind of feedback is it?
Sounds like a fan.
Oh, I have a heater on.
A heater?
I'm in my basement and there's an air conditioner vent pointed right at me that I can't close.
Ah,
I just turned it off though.
okay.
You might also be hearing my computer, which is about a foot from my microphone.
Maybe.
It could also be the server that's 5 feet behind me.
You've got a lot of stuff that could possibly be making noise.
Yeah. And the server's actually working on a drive rebuild right now. I'm still working on updating upgrading the hard drives in it.
Oh.
But every time I put a new drive in, it takes like 2 days to fully initialize.
Huh.
Basically because it operates off of several hard drives and then a parity drive. That is how it works. It basically is how it restores information to drives if the information is lost. So what it's doing when I replace one of the drives is it's actually going through the hard drive byte by byte and copying and basically putting in the information that from using the parity drive. It's putting in the information that was on the hard drive I replaced. But because these hard drives are sizable, bye Lurker balloon.
Yep.
I like how that rope just kind of vanished.
It snaps.
Fair.
Good work, Jack. Your uncle would be proud.
God.
That was a giant
Damn
arm
it.
from a precursor robot. I've never seen one in such good condition. I can't imagine what the Lurkers wanted with it, but we sure didn't want them.
Oops.
Oopsie.
He says something like, but we sure didn't want them to have it.
Yeah, which, you know what?
And then something. Keep trying, you'll still never be heroes.
Oh, so he had to snipe in there too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it is Samos.
Ow. Right. You son of a... That's the wrong thing.
Becoming a shotgun. Though actually that... Yay! We don't have to backtrack!
Nope. I'm still hearing fuzz. Ugh. Okay, but that's it for this episode. Join us next time when we're not eaten by a lurker shark. Yeah.
Nothing kind of go away.
Sort of, but you're very far away.
I had turned down the gain a little.
Oh,
That's
no.
not helping.
No. Alright. Join us next time when we talk to Kira.
Yes.
In the meantime, take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay cool, stay hydrated.
Get
And-
sleep.
Get sleep. Get so much sleep.
Yeah, you don't want to be in sleep catch-up mode. It's never fun.
It's really not. And we will see you in the next one.
Uh-huh.
Until then,
Bye.
bye.
Huh.
Yes.
Medieval carpenters are rebuilding Notre Dame.
They can't keep going back in time and taking people from their normal time stream to bring them back to the future. I know what you meant.
But I really like the way you took that, though. That's kind of amazing.
I kind of want to put that at the end of one of the episodes.
Yeah.
Just as a
part of our audio test.
Yep, and like, well, we have fun here.